Hi guys, yeah, done this quite a few times now. Hopefully I get it right this time and not act like a stupid idiot. So basically, I just want to apologise because this video is probably going to be around a similar length as the last video I did for last week. But I'm going to be reviewing 5 of my favourite sort of mascaras for everyday wear. And I'm going to review them on 4 different points: price, packaging, ease of use, and does it do what it claims to do. You know, when you see the adverts and they're all like, oh, it gives you amazing curl and your lashes and volume and extreme length and blah 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 blah, when really they've probably just styled it with a pair of falsies and the product doesn't do any of that. So I'm going to rate it on those 4 different aspects and then give an overall review of whether I think it's good enough. Is Benefit's Bad Girl Lash. This is £17.50, which is fairly expensive for a mascara in my opinion, and is probably the maximum that I'd pay for one. That's a lie. I'm pretty sure Benefit's their reel was quite expensive, bit more than Bad Girl Lash. But anyway, I would never pay sort of like £25 for a mascara because I don't see where the £20 difference comes from and why it's worth that much different to sort of a £5 mascara from Boots. Next up is the packaging. I like the packaging, but I'd say that it's fairly cheap looking. I wouldn't say it looks worth £18. It's fairly standard. It's just a tube. It doesn't really do an awful lot. That's about it. The size of the packaging is really nice. It fits quite nice between your fingers as opposed to some of the lids being quite large, which makes it a bit uncomfortable to use. So nextly is ease of use. As I said, the size of the packaging and the size of the lid makes it really easy to apply in that aspect, and to a certain extent so does the size of the brush. The brush is absolutely huge. If you look at that in comparison to the size of my little finger, it's huge, which makes it really easy to apply product to these sorts of lashes here. However, if you look at that brush, you can see already that the tip of that brush has product on it. When trying to apply this product to the inner corners of your eye, you often, I find, I might just be an idiot and completely don't know how to apply mascara, but I hit the inners of my nose, which then obviously takes me 15 minutes to try and sort of wipe it off, where I end up smudging it all down my face and ruining the rest of my makeup. So it's not really a good look. And then finally, does it do what it claims? So Bad Girl Lash on the Benefit website claims that it offers full voluminous lashes without any clumps. I'd say yeah. I have literally loved this product for that very reason. It doesn't take a lot of coats. You don't have to apply it over and over again and then you end up with spider lashes. A couple of coats and you're good to go. It really does offer you quite a nice voluminous look without clumping your lashes together. So overall I gave Bad Girl Lash 26 out of 40, which for me is a really good number. It's quite average. It does what it says, it does what I want it to, but would I pay £17.50 for something that looks like that when I could probably pick up a mascara that would do a similar sort of thing to a similar sort of effect for maybe about £10, maybe even less? Mascara that I'm going to review is the number 7 Extreme Length. It's the second most expensive mascara that is in the 5 that I'm reviewing, and it comes up at £12.50, which is a fair price. It's not all that bad. I don't mind the price of this because I really like the packaging. The packaging is really sleek. It looks like I paid £13 for it. If you look at it, it looks like it's quite an expensive mascara, even though I only got it from Boots. The size of the lid is quite nice, but the lid's quite large. It tapers in from the top and comes into the bottom, so that's a downfall from it. But the size of the brush is quite nice. It's quite a dainty brush, but it's not too small, and the bristles are fairly small as well, which helps with precision. Which leads me on to my next point of ease of use. As I said a second ago, the lid's quite large and the bristles help with precision. The brush is a good size and it's a good length, so I don't really hit my nose. So overall it's quite good, but I don't feel it's too comfortable to hold in my fingers when applying, so it loses points for that. Next is does it do what it claims to do? As you can tell by the name, it claims to add length, but it also claims to give fluttering eyelashes without lumps. I've given it very few points because I wouldn't say this lengthens, not any better than any other regular mascara that you could get for £2.50 from a pound shop. No. But it definitely is really easy to add precision. The brush is really flexible. It really separates your lashes and makes them look really crisp and nice and dainty. So overall, the same as the Bad Girl Lash, it gets 26 out of 40. It's a really good price in my opinion for what it does in terms of separating lashes for a nice daytime look. The third mascara that I'm going to be reviewing is the CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara, which I only got like a week ago in my sort of swap. CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara, which I only got like a week ago in my sort of swap video thing that you saw. I got it in my swap with Christina, so it is an American product and I've never seen it in the UK, but I really like it. I like what it does anyway. So obviously I don't have the British price, but it is $7.49 or record. That's what it says on the CoverGirl website. I just googled it. So it's a really good price in my opinion. I don't know if that's a good price in America, but it would translate to probably about £5 in the UK, which is a really good price. My downfall in terms of packaging is that it's huge. Like, it's so fat. It's just really huge, and to be honest, the amount of product that you probably get in it in comparison to some of the thinner packaging, probably not a lot of difference. So I don't understand why they've made it so huge. Next, obviously leading off, my last point is the size of the lid. It's huge, which makes it uncomfortable to hold when you're trying to apply the freaking mascara. This all sounds really negative, but I actually like the product, so we'll get onto that eventually. I like the shape of the brush. My downfall with the brush is that it picks up a lot of product, so can occasionally clump your lashes, but if you're careful, it's fine. The next is, does it do what it's meant to do? It says that it'll curl your lashes, and I wouldn't really say it does this, but I definitely think in comparison to some of the other mascaras that I've used, it adds tons of volume, so it looks really pretty on, and it doesn't clump too much if you're careful with it, so it separates the lashes really nicely, and the size of the brush isn't too big and it isn't too small, so it's perfect for sort of applying your mascara all over, and yeah, it just adds really nice look to your lashes. So overall, this one gets 24 out of 40. It's a lovely product, beautiful, and really value for money in my opinion. So the fourth mascara that I'm going to review is the Bourjois Volume Glamorous Mascara. Volume Glamorous Mascara. It looks like this, and it comes up to $7.99 that is, which is a really good price for a mascara. I'd say Bourjois is definitely one of the higher end drugstore brands in the UK, in my opinion. There are some of the lower drugstore brands like MUA that obviously have mascaras, but I wouldn't really say that they're on the same level as this. I'm throwing it everywhere. I really like the packaging. I think it's really glamorous. Excuse, the link of the words there. But it looks really pretty, it looks chic, it looks more expensive than it was. The size of the lid, as I've mentioned with the rest of them, is usually a big problem for me. But this is so small, it's dainty, it's the right size to hold. The size of the brush is a nice length, as you can see. It's not too small, it's not too big, and it goes on really well. The only downfall that I'd say is that, as with the Bad Girl Lash, the tip of the brush picks up a little bit too much product, so sometimes doing the inner corners of the lashes and separating the products can be a bit difficult. Next is, what does it claim to do? It claims to separate the lashes and volumize, as it says on the tin. Volume Glamour Ultra Volumator. It doesn't really add volume, in honesty. It doesn't lengthen all that much, but it really makes a lovely daytime look. Like I said with the number 7 lashes, it adds precision, it separates the lashes really nicely and gives that extra oomph to your look, in my opinion. And you can use it on both the upper lashes and the lower lashes because it just looks really nice. Oh, and overall it gets 27 out of 40, so it beats all the other mascaras so far, in my opinion. It's a good price and it does a really good job, in my opinion. Okay, the last mascara that I'm going to review is the Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline, which is very much controversial here on the world of YouTube. Some people love it, some people hate it. Yeah, it's $4.99. Does it really matter if you love it, or does it really matter if you hate it? No, that's a brilliant price for a drugstore mascara. Who cares? I don't like the look of the packaging because I don't like the colours. I think it looks cheap, I think it looks tacky, but then again it's £5, so it is quite cheap. It's a good size though. In comparison to some of the others, the brush size is fairly small, which is really nice for precision, and the size of the lid is fairly easy to use. Next is ease of use. Like I said a second ago, it's easy to hold and really good for precision, but it picks up a lot of products and holds on to it quite a bit. But because the brush is so small, it doesn't really clump your lashes all that much. The product itself says that it's designed to define and separate your lashes to create a really nice look. I think that this definitely separates your lashes. It definitely makes them defined, but it doesn't make them stand out all that much. Doesn't add that much volume, doesn't make them stand out, but it's a really good mascara for separating your lashes and defining individual lashes. And because of the size of the brush, it's really easy to get into the inner corners, and the bottom lashes are really easy to do as well. So overall, this is probably my favourite mascara at 30 out of 40 points. Brilliant value. Yeah, for £5, this, you can't really go wrong. So that's all of the mascaras that I'm going to review for today. and I look forward to seeing you next week. I'm sorry that this video is kind of all over the place. As you can see, this is not my bedroom, this is Josh's bedroom, and he is over there, and you saw him a little bit earlier because he decided that he wanted to cameo. Yeah, and I get really put off by the fact that he's over there, so I'm really sorry about that. I literally have probably recorded this video about 14 times prior to this take. So thank you for watching, and tell me what you thought of the selection of mascaras that I chose down in the comment section, and tell me if you disagree with what I'm saying, or yeah. So I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.